Hello, this is Ann Fillmore, and this is my English 990 Canvas video tour specific to the section that was paired in the Common Intellectual Experience Fall semester of 2016, and this was paired with EDU 1020 College Essentials. So let me go to the modules, and this is my view, the instructor view. And as you see, in this course, I have the modules organized into units as opposed to weeks. However, if you kind of expand those, you'll see that the weeks are inside of the modules. English 990 has a standard course shell on Canvas. However, I want to highlight kind of the modifications I've made in order to integrate it better with the 1020 content and their assignments in there. So generally in English 990, students start with this unit, My Reading and Writing Life, and then go to the Power of Language and then Narratives That Shape Who We Are. Reading and Writing Life really deals with having students examine their writing processes, rituals, etc. And they do a reflective synthesis as their major writing assignment in that unit. The Power of Language has students, focus on language, words, meanings, rhetorical choices, style, all of that, and specific to argument here. And they end up doing an analysis, a comparative analysis of two arguments. And then this unit, Narratives That Shape Who We Are, they read a variety of personal narratives. We talk about that style of writing, and then the students finish out writing a personal narrative. So that's the standard course shell for 990, which is integrated reading and writing. However, Unit 1, I designed from the bottom up. It's a 4-week unit to pair with the 1020 course. I have also done some, modifying of these assignments as well, and even with like the content for the lessons themselves, just to pair again with what's happening in the other course. But I'm going to focus on this one now. So if we open it up, and I do this unit first just because it goes along with the schedule for the College Essentials class. During the first 4 weeks in that class, students talk a lot about choosing a major, study skills. They start working on their educational plan. They also do research on various careers. So all of that gets them going in the College Essential course. So as we go down, you can see I start with kind of regular first week assignments, go through the reading, writing connection, and then here and reading, writing process. And then immediately kind of start into this reading that we focus on for about 3 weeks. It's should everyone go to college? And I break this into 3 parts. Here it is right here. Let me make it a little smaller. Okay, so this is from the Brookings Institute, and it is a report from May 2013. It's 10 pages, and it's pretty heavy reading, actually. There's a lot of numerical information here. As you can see, there's graphs and charts, but they talk about things like what is return on education? How can prospective college students make smart choices when determining their major or the institution that they ultimately select? So it goes through these different criteria that basically helps, support what these authors are arguing in the report. Okay? So things like that, you can see it goes through lifetime earnings of various degrees, etc. So I'm not going to keep going through here. I guess what I'll do is show you this. So we work a lot on summary in this unit. And we're talking about main ideas versus supporting details, and how really do you do a critical summary here. This reading is actually, once you can kind of wade through it, it's really straightforward. So I also teach annotation with this. So students, they print this out on paper and we annotate, we mark all over it. We use the marginal space. They go through in every paragraph And you can see there's some pretty hefty paragraphs. But on one side, they will note the main point of every paragraph. And then on the other side, they'll do something, say, like purpose, or what kind of evidence is shown, or whatever we're working on. They'll use that space in addition to kind of marking some actual sentences or things in the paragraph. So by the time they're done, and again we broke this up into logical sections, so they're working in 3 pieces, they can pretty much just travel down one of the margins of the paper and have all of the main points and then all of the rhetorical choices right here, or whatever they're doing on that side. So it's just a really great strategy for teaching summary. So we go along and do that. We're working on it. And then finally, when we get to part 3, the students are very, it's pretty clear on how you can determine the return on investment for the money you pay for tuition. Also, the time you spend, the stress. So we're looking at all these factors. So after we discuss the third part, I have students do a college scorecard activity. And I have never had a student that has even seen this before. So it's pretty cool. So here, I'm going to look at the Utah schools. The college scorecard it's a database and developed by the Obama administration, and every school is responsible for reporting their information to the college scorecard. So here you see there are 32 results in Utah for colleges and universities, and it includes every college and university, no matter what they are, what they focus on, including for-profit universities as well. And so see, here's Salt Lake Community College here. You can see their information. We can even view more details. It's very easy to read. You can see the national average for tuition and then where the school scores. So you can see Ameritech College in Draper, they have higher than average tuition, where Salt Lake Community College has much lower than average tuition. Also has the graduation rate. We talk about this 20% and what that means, and then salary after attending. You can also view more detail on the card by expanding it, and they'll do this to, because of the assignment. You can see demographics, academic programs, etc. Okay, so essentially students look at all of this. They do a quick overview in order to answer these questions. Which school in Utah has the highest graduation rate and the lowest? Which Utah school has the lowest annual cost and the highest? Which Utah school demonstrates the highest salary after attending and the lowest? And how does the information we read in the Brookings report clarify and or inform what we are seeing on the scorecards? And according to the data presented, which colleges are likely to have the best return on investment? This is a really cool assignment because students go through and actually compare each of these schools. Some they can eliminate some immediately, of course, and then the ones, they can compare those and actually calculate return on investment. So that's really cool. I also have students, so the assignment is actually a critical summary and reflective response. So it kind of asks them about, how they read this, how their experience was. Let's just go to it here. Goes through. Oh, that's the reflection on the major assignment. So that also asks them about the college scorecard as well. They do a reflection after they submit the major assignment. So they do the summary and then the reflective response, and has, some questions to consider, kind of their reactions to the report, the experience reading it. Was anything frustrating? What information did they find the most useful? Strengths and weaknesses of writer's strategy, biggest takeaways, etc. But what is cool about this is, and the reflection as well, is students often tell me that they have changed their minds about what they plan to major in or where they're going to, get their bachelor's or master's. Or students that haven't decided often say, hey, I now have an idea of what I'm going to major in. So That's pretty cool. And even though the reading is so heavy and thick and full of details and numbers and statistics and facts, I think it's such a useful assignment for students, and then they bring it forward, and again, they're comparing what they see in real life on the scorecards to what they read and analyzed and slaved over in a way for their assignments. And it really builds a foundation for the other course, the EDU 1020 as well. So thank you for joining me on this video tour, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.